Hello everyone, I am back with another cast. I really don't have any set introduction, so I'm basically just going to be winging it for a couple games until I get my groundwork down on how I start these off. Regardless, in the bottom right we have Mugiwaralong. So, like, Japanese or something? I don't know. Anyway, and in the left side we have Varek. Varek spawning as the blue Zerg player, and Mugiwara playing as the red Protoss. So, regardless, this is Metalopolis, one of the maps that I do know the name of. This is the one with the two golds in the center of the map by the two Zalnagas, as well as the 4 expansions around the side of the map. That is if you're playing on a 1v1 map. Regardless, we have standard opening for both players, because I mean, at a minute 30 in, there's really no way to, you know, really do anything special. Regardless, Varek got his Overlord down and into the enemy base pretty quickly. I'm not sure if he knows this is here yet. No, he doesn't. If he just bumped it over a little bit, he would see that Mugiwara is indeed spawning on the opposite side of this chasm right here. Red Mugiwara is scouting around, trying to see what's going on. Scouts the wrong way first in the counterclockwise direction. And not really much going on. Varek is getting a spawning pool at about the 13 supply mark, and Mugiwara has his first gateway. He has his first assimilator done, which is a pretty fast assimilator. I usually don't get mine until I start start my second pylon. And he is starting to pull a little bit of resources. He gets his cybernetics core out pretty good, and Varek is pulling resources as well, probably going to get his expansion. There it is. Predictable. Well, I mean, it is pretty easy to predict everything whenever you are looking at all the statistics of the game. Mugiwara is supply blocked, as he has not started a second pylon yet. He did get Bob out, but he still does not have a second pylon. That's pretty bad. He's getting 2 more gateways and no pylon. And still no pylon. That's really bad, because he's down by, like, well, he's down by 4 supply, but the time that it takes to build a pylon as well as get everything set up, he's really far behind. Varek doing some nice early Ling pushing, as well as his second base is about to go up and get set. However, Bob is here, and Bob is going to stop any advancement of these Lings. So, don't expect too much to come of these Lings. They're probably there to just scout around, as there are only 4 of them. Varek is poking around. He has some drones set, transferring over them. Maynarding. Love that phrase. So anyway, we got Warp Gate tech going for Mugiwara, and he has a Zealot and a Sentry on the way, as well as another Sentry. So 2 Sentries and a Zealot coming out. There is just the normal Bob there, chilling. Varek poking up, trying to get this Bob out of position. I like that. However, without speed, he couldn't do anything there, so Mugiwara has no reason for alarm. Mugiwara has 4 Harvesters on this assimilator and only 2 on this one. That's it's a pretty silly mistake there, as the game even tells you that 3 is the perfect number. As you can see now, Varek is ahead 35 supply to 26 supply. So that supply block for Mugiwara is really bad. Oh my, he's supply blocked again, queuing up all these probes. No, cancel some of them, chrono boost, and get out some. Yeah, get out that pylon, and yeah, good. So he is doing something that I really like here, where you start to wall off, kind of. It's not really walling off, it's just kind of making the melee units have a little bit further to go around, so you can get a couple more shots off on them. And that really can make all the difference whenever you really think about it. Regardless, Varek does have his Roach Warren, and he is getting Ling's speed out. So we could see some slight pressure from him in the near future. Another pylon going down. He's starting to learn from his mistakes. However, Varek is a full 10 supply ahead of Mugiwara. He's still going very mineral heavy, only on these 2 gas. I was just curious. Yep, he is still on the 4 harvesters on that one and 2 on that one, so silly. Varek now taking his 2nd expansion, 3rd base. Sending out these overlords to scout, very nice. I like how he does this, because these overlords over here, you might not think they serve a purpose, but they really do, because on a spawning, whenever you spawn in these locations, it's very common to expect some kind of aerial harassment. Phoenix, short distance, very easy to pick off with a lot of drones. And same for the Zerg, really. Mutalisks, not very far to go. They can get in and out really quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw a warp prism here out of this robotics, but nope, it's an observer. Standard observer. Finally getting the 2 gas on his expansion. Varek seems to be in a pretty good position here with 57. Oh, 73! Jumped from 57 to 73. Very nice. Supply to only 49 for Mugiwara. Doesn't seem like Mugiwara has much to hold this off. He has a lot of sentries for the force fields. But, I mean, roaches do have that buffed range from a long while ago. 3 to 4. So I'm not sure if those force fields are going to be able to hold everything off. These buildings are going to be very vulnerable with no... Up. Speak of the devil, there is a photon cannon there now. I'm not sure if I like the placement, though. Regardless, he is just trying to macro up a little bit, using a lot of his resources. Very good. Each player doing very well on their macro. And I really like how Varek is getting better at spreading his creep over these games. He could do it a little bit earlier, it would be to his advantage, but I don't think it's really that necessary. He has 2 queens on that 1 base, so he's getting some more creep spread going. It wouldn't surprise me if he took another expansion here, because he is way ahead now at 40 supply ahead of his opponent Mugiwara. It really goes to show you how getting supply blocked early on can really affect your late game. Well, I wouldn't say late game, is just mid-game really, but regardless, every mistake you make just stacks up to make... Every decision counts. I mean, there's no way I can stress that more. He's got a lot of scouting going on, so very good map control. Very good. Just a stutter. Okay, so he's working on his economy a bit now. It seems like, because he has gone down in supply. He's working on tech structures, getting another hatchery out so he can transfer over that queen from this base after she's done laying her little tumors. Cancerous ground creep tumors. Ooh. Varek does have Overlord speed done. Could he be getting Overlord drop? Or does he have it already? No, it just looks like he's getting his Hydralisk research out. Getting Zerg armor and ranged attack level 2. 1240 will be the push time. He is going to move along this creep highway here. And with the Roach speed, that just makes them all the more faster. All the more fast. Faster. Fast, whatever. I'm not sure why he got this Overlord speed, though, because if he was going for a drop, I would expect some more Overlords here than just this one. Mugiwara finally taking his 3rd base, 2nd expansion. Got some Colossi out, not bad, but definitely not the greatest against these roaches. Good against the Hydras in the back, if he made any. I know he has the research for them, but... Anyway, they're really not good against those roaches. They don't do bonus. Immortals would be the right decision there. So here is the attack. Lots of force fields going down. Although he couldn't prevent that roach army from getting in range of everything. There is a little bit of clumping there, but still, not too bad. Varek overcommitting a little bit to this. Those stalkers definitely outranging those roaches and getting in a lot of free shots. He could have focused down these buildings here and gotten a very easy surround, but it doesn't seem like that was on his mind at the time. Ooh, running in, closing the gap. What is getting a roach surround, so rendering any more force fields ineffective. 178 to 74 supply. This is looking very good for Varek. I don't see how Mugiwara could ever pull back from this and get anything really going. Reinforcing this army with more roaches. Very good. 8 more roaches being produced. Still getting out these colossi. That's not the correct choice against these roaches. They are biological, and I think they do... No, wait, no. Colossi only do bonus versus light. So these roaches are up, and there he goes. Mugiwara has left the game. So Varek pulling out another win here. Things to note on that he did really well. His creep spreading improved from the last games that I've seen, as well as his overall scouting. He had his overlords going around a lot sooner than before. He sent them out to all corners of the map. I think he learned from that last game where the Protoss expanded into the hidden top left corner. So, I mean, that's really learning from your mistakes. I really like that. The Protoss didn't do too bad, but the supply blocks really set him back way too far to be able to catch up. He had a few good ideas walling this off as well as walling this off. Don't be afraid to put down gateways to choke your expansion points, because, well, obviously they do have lower priority than any other attacking unit. Or any attacking unit, I mean. So, whenever an army tries to run up the ramp here, they would get caught by this army, all trying to clutter in and focus them down. So, very good play by both players, except for Mugiwara's mistakes on getting out Colossi whenever he only saw roaches, and those early supply blocks. Those really got him down. That's it for this game. Pretty short game, I like it. I will be back with another one real soon.